Okay, here we go. Real quick. Hot off the presses. Hot off the presses. The shame is this is coming out of dailyco.uk. Why in the hell Americans got to get real news from the UK is beyond me. Anyway, fresh off the presses. We knew this was coming. It's here. Robots. So the Massachusetts State Police started quietly using Boston Dynamics robot dogs for U.S. law enforcement, which is outside of the realities of common damn sense, criminal and treasonous. Boston Dynamics has leased its robotic dog, Black Mirror style, to the state police. We knew this was coming. You keep voting for a police state, this is what you get. This is the first known case of Spot being used by police anywhere. And I hate to say I told you so. Actually, I don't hate to say I told you so. I love to say I told you so. I told you so. This is how power works, people. Now you get to see it. Now you're going to feel it. Now you're going to start to see what it's going to be utilized for. Power can never deny power. Greed, profit-based systems cannot avoid profit. These things are coming. The police state is here, and it's going to get a hell of a lot worse. So if you haven't seen Black Mirror, I need you to go out and watch the Black Mirror dog episode so you know what's coming to your local neighborhood. The four-legged dog or the four-legged bot opens the doors with its arms and can be controlled remotely. Law enforcement says it's used as a remote observation device. Everything starts that way. Remote observation device. Critics say they worry the robotic dog could be weaponized. Not critics, people with common damn sense, people who have a sense of this history, actually know what power is. This is not conspiracy theory, it's just power. This is what power always does. So Massachusetts police have begun rolling out Boston Dynamics' futuristic breed of robotic dog in a first law enforcement anywhere, which is not really true. They use robots all the time. They've always been using robots, they've always been using software, but this is the first one that scares the hell out of the general public, which is a great thing. The public should be scared. They use robots for pulling people out of cars. The SWAT team uses robots for bomb control. But this obviously is the first robot being used against citizens for unconstitutional laws. According to a new document obtained by the American Civil Liberties Union, the dog, a four-legged robot named Spot, has been involved in multiple police incidents since being introduced in August, though the full details of those cases are not yet clear. Of course, it's like any police equipment. They get it, they strap it on the car, they strap it on their belt, and they utilize it. The biggest problem we have is not robots. The biggest problem we have is not automation. The biggest problem we have is we have a government that doesn't work for us, which is why this is such a concerning issue, but also why they didn't have to tell you about it. WBUR, who originally reported Spot's introduction onto the force, said police use Spot as a mobile observation device. This was designed to investigate suspicious packages or sniff where a suspect could be hiding, or creep around in your bushes and find out you're smoking cannabis, or roll up onto your property. You know, that's a good question. From a legal aspect, this could be a great loophole. They could probably send a dog in, they could send a robot onto your property, and they're not actually breaking any laws. They're just sending a robot. It's an observation device. They're already flying drones over your property and taking pictures. So we know this is not only is it a major violation of civil rights law, liberty, the Constitution. This is common sense. This breaks all the laws of common damn sense. Using robots to police your citizens. Are they going to be armed? You can answer that question. You're an adult, okay? You should know how this goes, right? The first airplanes were being utilized for observation. The weird thing is, I can hardly go through this site because this is the UK and they've got ads everywhere. Spot, which comes equipped with a robotic arm for opening doors and a low light camera, can be operated autonomously or manually by remote. The robot has turned heads often throughout its development, of course, because of dancing and the Christmas music, but that was a lot of fun. This is going to be a little different. For successfully carrying out feats like opening doors with robotic arms and using a mixture of artificial intelligence and computer vision. According to WBUR, provisions in Boston Dynamics contract with Massachusetts State stipulates that the department cannot be used to physically harm or intimidate people which precludes the bot being equipped with a weapon. So that's nice. That's fun and that's nice. Now let me ask you a question: is that protected under some sort of right, or is that just a guideline that they created? It's just a guideline that they created. I'm about to wrap this up. I just wanted to release this real quick. Here is the link. And of course, the UK have to tell Americans what's actually happening in their own country, because we don't actually have a real media. I don't expect to see it on the news. And if so, I expect to see it just to be washed over like it's no big deal. It's just another robot. We've always been doing this. This is the future. The Terminator is unavoidable. When you have a military industrial complex, you do not have a Bill of Rights nor a constitution, and you don't have any politicians that are in respect of it. They're doing what corporations want, which is profit. The corporations want to sell robots. The government wants the power. The police state is required by empire. This is not something you can say no to. This is here, people. It's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse. I am not here to scare you. I'm just here to say that this is how it goes. We are not conspiracy theorists. We are economic realists. This is how it actually is going to be rolled out. So if you haven't watched that Black Mirror episode, you need to watch it so you know what's about to happen in your world. Let me post the link real quick so you can go ahead and read it. This was just a quick alert just to let you know what is coming. Where's the link at? Right there. Sometimes people think you're crazy. You just tell them, the Terminator, it's unavoidable. You can't avoid. Did that post? No, I didn't post. You can't avoid the Terminator coming. It's a requirement. 1984 was an instruction manual, and it requires we create the Terminator. It requires. Why do you think that Bush wrote the Patriot Act and Obama authored the NDAA and gave him the right to kill, and Trump just bolstered up the Patriot Act? Why? Because it doesn't really matter at all who your president is. All right, here we go. We'll read the comments and I'm gonna get out of here. This is just supposed to be a quick one. Oh, did it post? Oh, the link didn't post. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. It's in the comments. It's in the actual comments. I can't post it on the live stream thread because it's got to be less. It's got to be 15 characters less. Well, there you go. You can read for yourself. But this is why it's not conspiracy theory. This is how the world works. The world works on money and power. It does not work on your politicians. It doesn't work on your emotions, and it does not work on your feelings. It works on what is profitable and what is powerful. We are an oligarchy. You can't stop this at a lever box. You can only stop this as a collective group. This is why I say hashtag we all gonna die, because we all gonna die. And this is what the robot that's gonna kill us might look like. No, actually it'll be drones. This requires too much work. This is just step one. Most of the automated software that's going to kill us is going to be mostly drones. They're more efficient. These things require too much power. They walk on the ground. So I don't expect that. This is just step one. This is getting the public used to it. Right? This is getting the public used to the idea of a robot telling them what to do. You saw it in LA with the homeless robots, where the robots were supposed to zap the homeless people, get them off the street. You know, the real questions you need to ask yourself is, if a government that could genocide babies in Yemen and all over Africa and the Middle East and Latin America, if they could throw kids out of helicopters, do you think that they actually take any of those devices and use them against you? Of course they would. We just saw recently, what was it? The skunk spray being used by the Zionists against the Palestinians was brought to the United States. By the sheriffs are now buying it. What does it tell you? You're going to be sprayed with skunk spray. You're going to have robots crawling through your bushes watching you, and eventually you're going to have the full-blown robots and drones. That's just how it goes. You already have drones flying over your property. All right, read comments, I'm going to get out of here. But, you know, just to show you, it's not crazy. This is just a simple news release, and this is something that everybody should be talking about. Talk less about impeachment, talk more about robots impeaching citizens. How about that? Weed is legal in Massachusetts. Yes, it is, Deb. Do you need a license for it, though? That's what I think. Last time I read, in Massachusetts, you need a license for it. So they could send a dog out into your bushes. It could crawl through your garden to see if you're actually growing it, see if you have a license. If not, write up an automated citation for you and mail it to you in the mail. That's how police states work. They need to be highly profitable, and under oligarchy, they'll loot their people. That's a great way to loot people, make a lot of money. Same way the traffic stops work, right? Traffic lights. Right? You roll through the light, they take a picture of your license, you speed through past that box, they take a picture of it, and they mail it to you. It's an automated fashion of embezzling from your citizens you're supposed to be protecting. I heard about this. Damn, it's My own city. Is that your city, Deborah? Sister, you need to move. You need to get out of there. We need to put together Patreon for Sister Deborah. We need to get you the hell out of there. Bad idea. But this won't be the town that does it the worst. I think this is being tested in Boston, and you'll see it be ramped up city after city after city. And the cities with the highest crime, you'll see the most of them. Just saying the bot is intimidating. It is, Citizen Deb, and that's my point. Like, you don't have to put weapons on it to intimidate you. Look at that little sucker. If you've seen Black Mirror, you know probably what it can do. It can outrun you, it can tackle you, it can trip you, it could certainly stab, zap, spray. You can put all kind of things on that. There's no, if they use it for surveillance now, they're gonna use it for everything later. Same way they did with the spying aircraft. The first biplanes in war were used just to spy. And after a while, they're used for all warfare, right? That's the basis of Obama's warfare. It's the basis of Trump's warfare, dropping bombs on people. And of course, those drones are coming home to be used for American citizens as well. Video spinning. Okay, I don't know why that is. All right, hang on. You see the link? Okay, Trish got the link. Let me close this out. It's weird that you got to go to the UK to get Boston news, but it's not weird at all. That's how this works. That's how this works. You keep voting for a police state, you keep voting for empire, and you know, police state is a requirement of the empire, then you can expect to be highly controlled, and they're going to use the most efficient means of doing that. Police aren't efficient. They're not as aggressive as they need to be. I know you're in Black Lives Matter. You think police are already aggressive. You have no idea what a robot can do. You think police are bad. You wait. Police have little kids at home. Police have a conscience. Most police, when you meet them, they're very kind and friendly until they realize that they've got a quota they got to meet, and then they use you to meet the quota. Or they're having a bad day. Robots have a bad day every day. Every damn day is a bad day. That's what the software says. If the software says you don't have a Bill of Rights, you don't have a Constitution, that you need to come with them, you are coming with them. Robots don't give two damns about your tears, your height, your size, whether you got babies crying in the car. They're going to do what they're programmed to do. This is the warning that we engineers have been trying to tell you about. You're not going to stop automation. You're not going to stop software. You're not going to stop putting robots on the street. They're coming. The question is, are they going to be there climbing in trees to get cats out of them? Are they going to be bringing people food and water? Are they going to be working for emergency services, rescuing people out of cars? Or if they're going to be used as the police state to control you, to catch you anytime you exercise your right in the Bill of Rights to dominate you. And so, you know what, and to shake a little bag of funk on top of this, just think about 5G. Imagine what 5G can do. Imagine. See, you see this scene right here from Black Mirror? This is where she was hiding behind the chair and the robot was coming for her, and she threw the splash of paint on a sensor so it couldn't see. That's not how that works with 5G. And yes, that does run. With 5G, the wavelengths are what, every 2 inches? The robot will already know where you are, baby. You can be behind the chair, you can be behind the wall. You could have paint, you could have spray, skunk spray, dookie, you could have anything you want in the jar, and you could throw it on the sensor, and it won't care. It's tied in with the internet. It's on Wi-Fi. It's uplinked with the satellite. It knows precisely where you are. There's nowhere you can go without a wavelength passing through you. And so, of course, the technology says that it can tap into that. It'll know right where you are. It doesn't need to see you. It can see you hiding under a floorboard. All right, let's see. I want to know the criminal charge to shoot a robot dog. Most likely, Deborah, that'll be death. There'll be death. Because didn't somebody shoot a 5G tower and they arrested them or something? These are tools of the police state. It will be probably the highest crime possible if you actually affect something that is rolling out what's forcing the population to be controlled. There's no way they're going to let you. That's probably like stealing a police car. They'll bury you under the prison. Deborah, looks like an insect. It does, and it feels like it. And they got those too. This is the funny thing. They tell us about this, but those little insect robots that they have, they've been flying those for a long time at MIT. The idea that it's in the public domain now, it hasn't been used for the police state, is ridiculous. The idea they don't use those things for war is stupid. They use those things against us all the time. Zero privacy. Yep, Lori, well, we got that now. But once you have 5G, you have zero physical privacy. Like right now, you got some physical privacy. They don't know where you're at in your house. Once they have 5G, they'll know exactly where you are in your house. And the police state, 1984, will have been an instruction manual. It will have been done. And the next thing we just wait on is Terminator. Because if 1984 was an instruction manual, there's no way Terminator was not a documentary. That's coming. That's coming. We were talking about that the other day. I'll turn these down. We were talking about that the other day, is that if you have a military industrial complex, you know, and the most efficient means of making war, the most efficient means of managing your human population is with AI learning software, then it's a guarantee that that's going to come. And the last nation to do that is going to lose. And this is just how it works, right? The first nation to roll out an automated police state with learning software and AI wins. Why? Because they'll be the first nation to control their population. Whether that's China, America, Russia, whoever's doing it first, Britain, whoever does it first will have total domination over their population through robots and swarming 5G. We saw that with the grocery store in Japan. Once you have 5G, you can swarm robots effectively. And then who wins the wars abroad? That's who wins the plantation war. That's who wins the citizens have no rights war. The next war will be the actual wars. Right? If America's the first military to turn on AI to be able to sync up, within millisecond decisions to sell the submarines, the airplanes, the nukes, the drones, where to go, who to bomb, who to kill, America will win the war, and then Americans will die. And then America will die. Robots will take over. This is the problem with the arms race. If Russia gets to it first, of course, the very first, they're not going to wait on that button. You think they're going to go to their, does Russia even have a Congress? They're not going to go to their Congress. Like America's going to go to the Congress. They're not going to the Congress. The first thing they're going to do is flip that button. Why? Because the most efficient means of waging war is through learning software and automation. AI is not a question of whether or not it will be turned on. It's just a matter of when. And the first nation who does that wins. And so power and profit requires a speedhead to it. So none of this should be a surprise. All right, human-sized ones are larger are next, right? Well, Patricia, they want human-sized ones, right, for opening doors and doing other things, but you need the small ones because the small ones are cute and innocent and people are like, oh, it's so cute, it can't hurt me. It's like, it only starts that way. It's like my local giant. They had Marty. Marty is the robot that they designed that was going to be cleaning the floors. They said, everybody's going to clean the floors. It's going to free humans from enslavement. They don't have to clean the floors anymore. Of course, Marty came out. Marty don't clean the damn floor. Marty came out as supervisor. Marty walks around, rolls around the giant, finds a spill that a stupid human spilled, and calls a human through Wi-Fi to come clean it up. Humans are the slaves. Marty came out an instant supervisor. They always lie about how it comes up, but I will tell you this. I saw Marty the other day. Marty is no longer 6 feet tall or 5 foot something. Marty is now almost 7 damn feet. I was looking up to Marty. Marty in the grocery store. I saw him last night. Marty's there last night. I was like, oh Lord, he didn't look cute no more. Before they had like this cute little face on him, the smiley face. Marty looks aggressive now. Marty looks like he want to fight. He's all black and he's got this mean little kit eye from Knight Rider. But it always starts that way. But yeah, the human-sized ones coming, and then the big ones, the real big ones that they barely mention. Those are the ones that you'll find out about later when they come out from under. All right, read comments. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm from Boston, and I've been in the Western Massachusetts for a few decades. Sadly, it's all very Zionist controlled. The Israeli flag is designed in Boston per Allison Weir's book. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, chase it behind your car, then back up. Chase it behind your car. Well, you can do that, Lori, but the thing is that, you can 3D print these things, right? Like that's the benefit of 3D printing and keeping it out of the public domain. The same way we can 3D print houses, 3D print food, feed people and house people. They're going to 3D print these robots. They're going to 3D print them so you can run over as many as you want. Just run over. They're just going to keep cranking them out, keep cranking them out. Because that's the most effective means of having a slave plantation. Like we're a tax plantation right now. They need our labor, and they keep us doing it by artificial scarcity. They're like putting enough money to keep people working, so people keep working and getting in conflict with one another. It's a plantation. It's a tax plantation, right? But you need it to be highly controlled. Americans still have some freedoms left, so you got to get rid of those freedoms. And with robots like this in the thousands and millions, everybody will do exactly what they're told. All right, the Empire, the Separatists, and the Rebels. Star Wars is here. Yep, Susan, Star Wars never left, and we are certainly not the Jedi. We aren't the Jedi. We aren't the good side. We're not, no, that's not us, not at all. We're the imperialists. We're the ones that are blowing everything up and destroying the galaxy. Nah, they're gonna do anything good. Yeah, that's a given. Yep, no, Patricia, they're not there for anything good. Invest in paintball guns. You can, Trisha, but like I said, with 5G, they'll know where you are. I think with Wi-Fi now, they can almost tell where you are, but with 4G, the waves are every 2 feet. So they can only tell where you are within 2 feet. And it's hard to get like a lock on that's a human body. It could be a dog or deer. They may not know the difference. But once the waves are 5G at 60 gigahertz, every 2 inches, they'll know exactly where you are. They'll know how tall you are. They'll know how fat you are. They'll probably know how fast you can run. They'll know how fast you're running. They'll know where you're going. And they'll probably be able to hone in to know that it's exactly you. They can tie that in with your cell phone information, so they know that you hiding behind the bush. There's nowhere you can go. There's nowhere you can hide. Paintball guns won't help at all. All right. I gotta go. I just wanted to show this real quick. Politics is entertainment division, military industrial complex. Frank Zappa. Yes, Susan. 100% true. People need to politic less. Stop playing games. Grow the hell up. Let's focus on some real deal things. Real deal is they don't want you to have your liberty. They don't want you to have your freedom. The nation that talks about freedom, liberty, and honesty the most is the nation that lies the most. They're not free, and they're not interested in liberty. It's advertisement, propaganda. Someone I went to design school was just working for a robot company in Boston area. She was so proud of her work. I'm disgusted. No, don't be, Deborah. Don't be. She's an innovator. She's doing what she's supposed to do. That's my field. This is what I did. You make automated solutions to make the world better. Now, how they get deployed, that's up to the people. That's up to the Deborahs and the Brendas and the Loris and the Gerards and the Susans. That's who it's up to. Innovators do their job. They create the software. Now, this robot could be helping the elderly across the street. It could be helping blind people as a seeing eye dog. She did great work. The issue is we live in a nation where we actually don't control the government. So it's going to be used to control us. We're going to be used for war because we don't have a sentient government. And people don't require sentient from their government. They're more interested in fighting over ego and politics where presidents put penises in impeachment than they are in peace and utilize the innovation is always that. You know, so the thing is, I think I said, you're not ever going to stop the technology. You're not even going to slow it down because people, you can't get a dumb phone out of a human's hand. You're never going to get a smartphone out of their hand. Damn sure you're not going to get an AI. The software is coming. People like me, we have no choice. Our brains are developed this way. This is what I'm saying, that nobody should have a job but us. Everybody should be living free, running in the woods, doing what you want, traveling. People like me, we get up in the morning to solve problems. We get up in the morning to write software. We're going to do it no matter what. Even if I stop doing it, which I did, it doesn't really matter if I did because your friend is doing it. Other people are doing it. Like, that's what we need to do. We might actually be psychopaths, Deborah. I don't know. Innovators, engineers, we might be psychopaths. Sometimes I feel like it. Like you get on a project, you can't stop. You have this weird inhuman strength that you can keep going. All you need is coffee and a hot pot. Keep writing. You know, you're going to work the 3D software to make sure that it works the way it's supposed to. And after it's done, you get an endorphin response. You get a hit from it. You guys are either going to employ us to create these things that are going to make your lives easier because you're going to have a sentient, I don't know, political parties or government, whatever it is, or you're going to have the killers that you have now that are just utilizing everything to dominate you. So be proud of her. She did a great job. Be sad at us. We're the ones as citizens who don't do our job. We aren't requiring that these technologies be utilized for the benefit of the people that they're actually governing. That's why I tell people you don't have a government, you got a ruler, man. You're just being ruled. All right. Trisha, just like the NASA video you shared, I didn't see that, but I want to see it. Thank you, Lori. Please send me a link. There are videos of human-sized robots with guns. They kick them, shoot them. Oh, yeah. But the robot will only shoot back whoever it's programmed to shoot. Yes, Susan. And it's going to be programmed to check your bank account first. Let me see. I can probably find that video. I saw that. That was the shooting robots, right? But actually, some of them were pretty funny. But we might die in some pretty funny ways, you guys. These guys right here, this one right here. I think it's a corridor video. Hold on. And that's the fun part. It's like, yeah, they'll be programmed to never hurt humans. It's never gonna, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, it's never gonna hurt humans. Okay. This guy right here. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Thank you for that. You left out about him. You have to check your bank account first. If you don't have $1 billion in your bank account, this is coming to Boston next. Maybe Washington, D.C. Definitely California. They don't have no power. Up, misfire. You stood up, step back, get your target again. And you told the person that you have $1 billion in the bank. Yep. You only have 250 million. Fire. Knock them down. This is what I'm saying. You can run over with the car. Alright, I didn't see that coming. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think this is fun. You go down, you still got a target. You can run with the car, you can run them over. I didn't tell you to keep the Democrats and the Republicans. This is what I'm talking about. He doesn't care. He's shooting children, he's shooting old ladies, he's shooting. Doesn't really matter. He's doing what he's programmed to do. But see, this is the problem. This is what I'm saying. We're psychopaths. Mind you, it's probably Lord, you hit him in the head. Look at him. He's upset. He's upset. He got a gun. He's upset. He's only fired. He punched you. He This is what I mean. We all gonna die. Y'all don't see. This is what we doing. This ball right here. Oh, that was fun. I gotta go. Anyway, it's a bad idea. This is why, you need to get off the impeachment. Stop playing politics. We should have evolved past that a long damn time ago. You're 50 years old. Stop playing stupid games. Understand how the world works. It works on money, power, profit, and greed. The first government that rolls out a police state that's automated or a war force that's automated, and some of them already got that, they're the ones who win. So they're not going to start doing it. All right. Done. Okay, good comments. Listen, I gotta go. This is Gerard. Boston has quietly employed robot hounds. Why? Because it normalized the idea of robots policing the population. And the future, if you got any common sense and you know what power and money is, you know what the future looks like. It's called the Terminator, Skynet. And once they turn it on, it'll probably do what they tell it to do. But after a while, it's going to do what it wants to do. So, I gotta go. Y'all have a great day. This is Gerard. This has just been a quick news. I'm out of here.